Yes. Hey, welcome. It's Monday, December 19th, 2016. My co-host today is Scott Wolf.
Hi.
Incredible. You know,
yes.
you are getting more and more handsome.
That is the
Yes, you are. Yeah, you are.
Sweetest
you
thing
are.
for you to
I
say.
think you should know that when you come to work, certain producers put lipstick on and start. They gussy up. They gussy up. And I don't just mean Gelman.
And it's, I noticed that. And the young thing is kind of hanging on.
Yes, the young thing is
a little bit.
Good for you.
It might be getting freakish.
No, it's not.
I'm scaring people with
It's not freakish. We like it.
I've not made a deal with the devil.
Is it your dimples haven't turned into crevasses the way mine have? Right?
My daughter got these too.
Did she really?
She did.
Oh, that's so nice.
Little Lucy got the dimples.
Did you hate having a baby face when you were a baby?
You know, yeah, when you're at a high school party and people think you're the little brother of the guy who's having the party.
Yeah.
That's not what you're hoping for.
And wait, how long, when did you stop getting carded, or do you still get carded?
I don't get carded anymore.
Really?
And my wife is the first one to tell me, like, honey, you talk about how young you look. You're getting there. Don't worry. She points out my wrinkles.
Yeah.
She's like, you're fine.
Yeah, yeah.
But I got carded for a long time.
You did?
I did. You look amazingly young. I mean, we suffer
Don't applaud that now. I know you're not sincere. No, but you know, here's what I've learned. If you pull your hair back really tight, it sort of gives you like a little bit of a face, which is kind of good. I may have entered the chignon phase of my life. I may be all chignon all the time. Yeah, no, I remember when I stopped getting carded, and there was a point where Mark was still getting carded, and I was like, we're the same age. Like, I would volunteer, you know, because I would like try to pull out my ID also, and they're like, oh, you're fine. And I'm like, no, if he's not fine, I'm not fine, because we're the same age. And he's like, well, actually, she's much older than I am. And I'm like, I'm 6 months older.
Yeah, my wife looks super young, too, for her age. And she's 8 years younger.
Than you?
Yeah.
Oh, so it's pressure for you?
A little.
Yeah, see, there's no pressure for Mark, because, like, I'm 6 months older, but he makes it sound like he calls me a cradle robber.
Yeah.
I'm like, please.
But that's nothing. I mean, people are marrying people 20, 30. We have one of my wife's best friends is married to a person who's, significantly 20-something years older.
Really?
Which is not uncommon anymore.
I guess not.
How's your holiday season going?
It's good. I think I'm done. I think I'm done.
With the gift.
Yes,
gift buying.
yes, with the gift buying. Is everybody done? Are you done?
Everybody's doing. Not even close.
No. What do you, like, do you surprise your wife? Do you...
I surprise myself. I do it so last minute.
Right, okay, right.
Yes, and I try and surprise my wife. And, but she's so incredible. She's the most thoughtful person on the planet. And I come from a long line of thoughtful people. I'm so lucky. My stepmom, we used to spend Christmases a lot of times with my stepmom and my dad, and she was like Mother Christmas. And so much tradition and trying to make these moments special and create memories. Yeah. Right? And so we had this moment the other night where I know you did a contest, a Wreck the Halls contest.
Yeah, the Wreck the Halls, right, Wreck the Halls,
disaster.
right, yeah.
So we brought a tree home, got a fresh cut tree, brought it home. First of all, fresh cut tree, I don't know if anybody else here has any kind of sensitivities. I'm not normally allergic to, like, trees. But this tree came in the house, and it was like, just eyes swollen and sneezing. And
you were allergic to the Christmas tree?
Allergic to the Christmas tree. And I went online because I felt shame.
Yeah, you should.
And it turns out lots of people are allergic to their Christmas trees. There's something about, I think there's, I don't want to freak anybody out. Look it up yourselves if you're curious.
Yeah.
But I felt terrible because the kids were so excited, and my wife loved it, and Dad was like, I can't have this tree in the house.
Yeah. And you were like the Grinch.
I was totally
literally the Grinch dragging the tree out of the house.
Completely. So when I called the guy at the nursery in town, and he basically said, look, there's different genealogies of trees. So all fir trees are not created equally.
Is that true?
That's true. And the one that we had was particularly odoriferous. That's a word now.
Yeah, it sure is.
I don't care whether it is or not.
Odoriferous,
it's a word this morning. And so I was a mess, and the guy said, you know what, that one's particularly difficult on people. Swapped it out. Like, we pulled the dead goldfish thing.
Yeah, sure, right.
Got it in one tree. The dead tree left, and the live tree came in, and the kids didn't know the difference. And now we're fine.
Yay! You know, do you guys remember Do you remember this when we brought the Mark chopped down the tree? Do you remember? And not the one we did on the show, but Mark went and got our tree.
This is so like manly and wonderful, though.
No, but we got a tree that had been skunked, or either it had a. We brought the tree into the house, and Mark's like, I cannot wait for you to see this tree. You're gonna love this tree. The kids are gonna love this tree. And in fact, because we used to live in a loft in Soho, and we had like these giant ceilings. So we used to have like a tree that was like the White House. Massive. It was like a massive tree, and people would be like, what is that, the Rockefeller Center tree? And I was like, no, but when you have ceilings this high, we can have a big tree. It was like cats had been urinating in our house. I was like, what was weird was I got into the elevator, and I was like, what's that smell? And then as the elevator got closer to our floor, I was like, I mean, did somebody let a skunk loose in the apartment building? And I walk into our house, and I was like,
oh no, it's us.
We got a tree that used to house a skunk.
Oh no. What happened?
We had to take the tree out and get another tree because but the apartment smelled of cat pee. You know that smell? You know the smell I'm talking about. It smelled like that for a while.
And you can't tough that out.
No,
That's
you
not
don't
like,
tough it out.
Just leave it.
No, it's like we were repainting. Like we had to repaint the walls because it smelled like pee.
So the tree smell and the allergy thing was bad, but the true wreck the halls was we had this moment where we start decorating it, right? And we're having this, like, we are living in a Norman Rockwell painting. I'm, like, on a ladder with the lights, like, trimming the tree. The children are picking out ornaments. My wife is, like, stirring some sort of nog in the kitchen. And I had this moment of, like, can you believe it? Can life get any more sweet than this? And then we went screaming down the terrible side of Christmas Preparation Hill, and the children start bickering over the ornaments, and someone starts breaking ornaments, and I'm saying, Daddy's not done with the lights, wait on the ornament. Right. And I think someone got burned by nog, and then the piece de resistance, my 4-year-old reaches up, and he tugs on a stocking, and the metal, like 5-pound stocking holder clunk right on his head, blasts his head open.
No.
We go from like Norman Rockwell to ER.
Heads bleed, like...
But yeah, heads, I don't know if grown-up heads bleed this way.
Children's heads bleed like you've severed an artery. I've never seen blood like that. No.
And everyone's going crazy. I had to drive him to the hospital.
And how many stitches?
Well, so we wound up lucking out. Instead of the 2 stitches, we wound up, on my way to the hospital, a really good friend of my son's dad is a doctor. So I called him, I told him what's happening. He said, you know what, let me take a look at it first. Turns out we were able to just steri-strip it.
No kidding.
Yes.
But it's amazing how much blood and steri-strips.
He looked like, yes, he might not make it. And it was unbelievable. And then, just like, oh, tape, and it's all better.
Yeah, I remember when my son cut his, he cut his head on the safety fence at school, which I found so ironic that he cut his head on the safety fence. And
that's supposed to happen.
And literally, I was like, he's bleeding out. I mean, it was like, there was blood everywhere. We're like, he's going to need 10,000 stitches. And he had 1 stitch.
Yeah, 1 stitch.
1 stitch. 1 stitch in his head. I said, how can he bleed so much? Does he need a blood transfusion? No, he's fine. Just kidding. They're like, little kids bleed a lot.
They do.
That's it. They're like made of blood.
So
I'm made mostly of rosé at this point.
You just hold out a glass.
Just kidding, just kidding. It's not rosé's season. How dare you? No. Yeah, it's no.
So we're doing something today.
We are that I don't want to do.
That you don't want to do. That is going to make me a folk hero in my own home, which is we have Disney on Ice.
Yeah.
Here in the studio. Transforming the whole studio into a winter spectacle escapade.
Spectacle is the key word, spectacle.
Spectacle.
Here's the thing.
And they'll be skating.
There's a cockamamie rumor that has started, and I'm not sure where it started, but it started on the internet that I ice skate, which I don't. I don't ice skate. I don't ice skate. I'm sort of like Adrian in Rocky. You know how he's like, what do you want to do? She's like, I like ice skating, and he like rents her the skates, and she can barely move. That's me.
That's you.
And that's me. And that's who I am, and that's fine. Everybody has something they're good at. I'm not good at ice skating. My mom used to think that we were going to fall through the town creek, and we were never allowed to go ice skating there. Plus, we didn't have ice skates, so there was that. But that's neither here nor there. I'm now telling you my whole life story.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Every year.
Every year. No, but every year they make us put on these booties and slide out, and when we do Disney on Ice here in the studio,
yes,
they make us slide out in booties, and that's fine. Now, about 10 years ago on this show, I did an ice skating thing at Trump-Wollman Rink, okay?
And you skated.
Everybody recalls me skating. I was dragged around by a professional skater, and I stood there, and the skater did amazing things, and I stood there, and I was like,
you know,
I was like, right? And so everybody's like, no, you skate. I remember you skating. I go, I don't skate. I have big jazz hands and a big smile, so nobody looks at my feet.
You sell it.
Right.
Well, that's basically what's going to happen today. You're going to get dragged around by kind of a professional. Because I played ice hockey. You still play some ice hockey. Little known fact.
Wow. Wow.
Little
Oh, my God.
And
look at you.
Check that out.
Don't you wear a helmet or something?
Well, so this was at, they used to do this amazing thing at Madison Square Garden called the New York Rangers Super Skate.
Yeah.
It was for Chris Reeves Paralysis Association.
Yes.
And so that particular time, they did a contest, and they dragged a couple of us schmo celebrities out there to race.
Okay.
And it was me and Chad Lowe, and I probably won.
Oh, my God. Yeah.
I hope you're watching, Chad. But right before the race...
Those Lowe brothers, ever since his older brother Rob was in Youngblood, they think they're professional skaters.
Not so much. But so right before the race, Wayne Gretzky, who leans over the boards, and he goes, Scott, come here. And he's holding his jersey.
Yeah.
And he says, wear this for the race. And I put Wayne Gretzky's jersey on, and I thought to myself,
and like,
if I have to have someone shoot Chad Lowe halfway through this race, I'm winning.
Right.
I am not going to be wearing Wayne Gretzky's jersey and lose this race.
But then it was like the wings of a Pegasus.
You know what? That jersey, it was magical. It was like a Disney hockey jersey, and I skated like the wind.
Oh my gosh! Well, today you better be good today.
Yeah. But
you better. What are we?
I'm setting myself up for disaster.
I'm trying to remember that.
Oh, no.
What is that? The skating movie Blades of Glory?
Blades of Glory.
Where you and I will be the males pair figure skating team. What is it? McElroy and what is it? Yesterday I couldn't think of the name either.
But I do have to say, just in my own defense, for whatever happens later, stays in this studio.
Yeah.
And they're going to be figure skates, not hockey skates.
Yeah, guys, don't.
Much different.
Yeah. Oh, and you're not Canadian. I want to point that out. A lot of people do believe that you are Canadian.
Yeah, why is
I had this discussion last night at dinner. They're like, Kelly, Scott Wolf is most certainly Canadian.
It's not true.
And I was like, no, he's from New Jersey, and we already had this discussion.
Yes! I'm nice and I ice skate.
You're nice and you skate. And
you have to be Canadian.
Right.
So I love you. So you have a dog. Chewbacca.
And
I love her name.
She's a good one.
So there was a survey of new names and two popular dog names in New York.
Yes.
In 2016. So would you be able to guess New York City, one of the most popular names on the rise, like rising like 40–50% this past year? A dog name.
Yes. It's yes.
A momentous thing that's happened in New York.
Hang on.
Entertainment-wise.
Hang on. No. I know this. I definitely know this.
It's a show.
No, I know. It's Hamilton.
Yes. Hamilton.
Right?
Yeah.
And then, like, isn't it like 11 from Stranger Things? Is that another one?
Yes.
11?
Barb. Which I think is great.
Barb.
And and Bagel. Which is so cute for a beagle.
Bagel.
This is right, Bagel. And then the number 2, so number 1 on the list for male dogs, Max. Number 1 for girl dogs is Bella, and number 2 for girls, Lucy. I have a Lucy. I have a human Lucy.
I have a Lola, which is usually popular for dogs. And our dog, when we adopted her, her name was Lola, and we changed it to Chewbacca because we already had a Lola. I don't need 2 of those in the house. So we have, right. Oh my gosh, okay, here are the names, ready? Jimmy McElroy and Chaz Michaels. So we are the male pairs figure skating team of Michaels and McElroy. Okay, I digress. Hey, listen, you guys want to win $30,000?
Yes.
Well, listen, NASA is looking for somebody who can figure out a problem that they're having with their astronauts. Their astronauts have been relieving themselves in diapers, as astronauts have been doing for many, 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 many years.
While at work.
They
like
wear, yes. Well, in their spacesuit, they wear a diaper.
Thing, yes.
Right. So they're looking for something different than a diaper because, you know, darn it, it's unhygienic. They don't feel like being out on the space station in their soiled diaper. They're looking for something else. So,
understandable.
NASA is looking, oh boy, you gave us a lot of time here, Gelman. We have until tomorrow to figure it out. And we can win 30 grand if we come up with a solution. Like a vacuum, like some sort of vacuum, vacuum that vacuums it out, vacuums it away. Back it out that way. Everything goes. Yeah, like, see you later, alligator.
I mean, they're walking on the moon. Shouldn't they have tube technology for that kind of thing?
I don't know. It's harder than it looks.
Yeah, but it's important.
Yeah. But boy, you know, where does it go then?
Oh.
There's a whole, you know, I saw that movie with Sandra Bullock. You know the movie I'm talking about?
Yeah, I don't think they ever covered this.
Well, they didn't cover that, but listen, here's what I learned. There's all sorts of trash in space.
Oh, that's right, yeah.
Just waiting. Pretty sure waiting to kill us all.
And it's so far out there. Will we ever really?
Sometimes it comes crashing to Earth.
The trash?
Yes.
By the way, I think we've already earned like $30. Not the full 30 grand, but I think we're partway there.
Oh, we're definitely.
Right? Yeah.
We should ask Kevin Costner. He's here.
He's
smart.
He's been in space.
He's smart.
He's so smart. And the cast of Disney on Ice will perform and skate right in the studio.
We just practiced our routine for you. Did you see that? And we begin a week of holiday games when a lucky member of our studio audience will walk away, or could walk away, should walk away, with $500. Never gets old. It never gets old. I will do this until I cannot mention $30,000. Okay. You ready?
Ready.
Okay, here we go.
Cover.
There we go. Oh. Okay, it's time for Lives of Party Travel Trivia. Perdia from Regina, Saskatchewan.
And it's her birthday.
Oh, it's your birthday? You know I love a lady from Regina. And I like your holiday sweater.
Thank you.
It's adorable. See, that's an adorable Christmas sweater.
It is. Really cute.
Yeah. Oh, you have.
So yes.
Wait, handsome.
Do I have some in my hand?
Look, it just self went away. Yeah. Okay.
So we're gonna say hello to Kathy Went from Selinsgrove, Pennsylvania. Hi, Kathy.
Hi, Kelly. Hi, Scott. How are you guys?
Doing
Hey,
great.
Kath, what are you doing? Are you
You're at a
hiking?
trailhead.
Oh, the Pittsburgh. Yeah, I was hiking. We were in Colorado.
Oh, how nice.
Lovely.
What part of Colorado?
Aspen area of Colorado.
Nice.
Nice.
Yeah, it was like a 6-hour hike.
I love those. Do you ever? We've taken our kids on 6-hour hikes. We call them wine hikes, and people are like, "Oh, you drink a lot of wine?" And I'm like, "No." The kids are whining the whole time. The whole time.
Exactly.
Familiar with that.
Yeah.
We were by ourselves. We were lucky enough. We didn't have any kids with.
Smart. There you go. Listen, we're going to spin the wheel, see what you're playing for, okay? Hey, here's a great prize. The St. James's Club and Villas in Antigua, 7 days and 6 nights. Ooh, listen to this. In a royal suite.
Nice.
Yeah. It's all inclusive. You want to go hiking? Just sign Gilman's name on the dotted line. This trip is provided in part by Hotels.com. It's a prize valued at $8,200. You have 20 seconds and only one guess. Good luck.
All right, Kathy, let's do this. Let's do this.
Oh, yeah.
The handsome and talented Mark Consuelos
my God.
has appeared on
My
the show.
baby daddy.
Her baby daddy has appeared on the show. What college did her baby daddy say he had a sports scholarship to? Really rooting for
You can
her.
probably Google it.
Halos.
Come on, Google
Come on.
it.
I do remember it.
It's famous. Just say it.
What is it? What is it?
Notre Dame.
Notre Dame.
Yes. Well, yeah. I
Seconds
just.
too late.
Oh, did I miss it?
So close.
Yeah. Sorry, Kathy, but you know.
Dude.
Dude, it's not my fault.
She said shoot.
Dude!
I was like, dude, look.
I knew it.
Listen, you're still going to get a great prize. You and a lucky member of our studio audience will each receive a $500 gift certificate from Talbot's. So please pick a number between 1 and 235.
50.
50. 50. 50. Oh, yeah.
Christmas present for his wife.
Yeah, there you go. All right, we got a great show coming up with Kevin Costner. Stick around.
Still ahead on Live, the characters from Disney on Ice will be skating right in our studio. We begin our week-long holiday games and give a lucky member of our audience up to $500. Coming up next, Kevin Costner.
Tomorrow's show, a performance by Sting.
Sting! I'm staying.
Yeah, you
I'm
should
staying.
stay. Stick around.
And we will continue the holiday games and give away some more holiday cash.
And comedian John Mulaney will be here, so it's a great show. Now, he's one of Hollywood's most handsome and talented leading men. Please welcome two-time Academy Award winner, Kevin Costner. Listen, be careful of this section over here. They are wild.
They're dangerous.
They are wild.
Okay.
It's a wall of security now
Yes.
between you and them. So you're
Got a legion of lawyers.
Listen, Christmas is just a few days away. What does Kevin Costner do for the loved ones in his life?
Well, the lists show up.
Yeah.
And I have 3 little ones, 9, 7, and 6, and the lists do show up magically on the bed. And what's interesting about my children is their list changes every day. It comes back and it gets ramped up. So I follow the list. You know, I like anybody else, I need to get along in my own household.
Right. Are you one of these guys that makes a New Year's resolution? Will you? No.
I
just gave up years ago.
Yeah, I just can't do that. Christmas is so great, you know, I just want to get away and go play. I mean, I play probably harder than the children do. So when my household is really noisy.
Is it?
And,
yeah.
Because I have 3 older children also. And,
so does everybody gather at your
everybody
house?
gathers.
Oh, it's so great.
And there's, you know, I don't know if you grew up in households where your mom was saying, stop the roughhousing, just stop it. And I can't.
Yeah, you're the big kid.
I'm usually starting it, you know, so there's a lot of balls flying around and that kind of thing. So.
Yeah.
Are there specific traditions that you guys try and do every year for the kids?
Not really. I think that, you know, my life is so much like everyone's. It's just that you decorate the tree, you get in a fight.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
Yes.
You know, so it's that. I mean, it's a great time of year. I mean, we're living our life, right? And the summer will come, and that's great. And then the fall comes, and then Christmas comes, and it's like life's pretty good.
You told it. You know, you told us something though about a tradition. It's not really a holiday tradition, but you told us last time you were here that you and your wife, Christine, still will park your car somewhere and go make out.
That's
you remember that? Like you guys neck.
That's the tradition.
Like, they neck, right?
That's a high need. That's a high.
I'm just curious, like, are you still necking and all that?
Yeah.
I love, you know, like, necking. It's so fun.
With the kids, so now you just find, you know, corners of the house, you know, because my wife is really cute to me.
Yeah.
And sometimes I'll just see her walking away, and I just think, I'm going to follow her. It's really, you know, I had found love a second time in my life about 17 years ago, and making the best of it.
So nice.
Well, you're spending.
Yes.
So you're visiting Mark in LA for when he's working at you're going to have to get some.
No, I need to find out your makeup spots. Yeah. Because our kids are old enough now where if we kiss in any way in front of them, they are disgusted. They are so grossed out by it.
And that kind of ruins it for everyone, too. You
Yeah.
Sometimes with your kids, they say, why don't you just leave then?
Yeah, right, exactly.
Go in the backyard, go play.
When we come back, we'll talk about some of the incredible moments from Kevin's illustrious career.
We're back with Kevin Costner, star of the new film Hidden Figures, which we're going to talk about in a minute. But you've done so many incredible films. We were all backstage discussing which is our favorite Kevin Costner film. Do you have a favorite Kevin Costner film? And you probably don't call them Kevin Costner.
Yeah, I do. There's still a little bit too much Kevin Costner. You know, the thing I'm happiest about the movies is that when I do walk up to people, my career doesn't drill down to one movie.
Yeah.
I'm really not sure what's going to come out of the mouth of someone.
Yeah.
And I think I'm happiest. I think I wouldn't like it as much if there was just this one movie and that nothing else, you know, mattered. And so I'm really happiest about that.
Yeah.
I don't know what's going to, and it floats around between, you know, about 15 movies that people will talk about.
Yeah.
The first one that comes to mind, I mean, there are so many incredible ones, but The Untouchables from 1987.
It's a great one.
Working in, you were just so incredible in that movie. Working alongside Robert De Niro and Sean Connery. What was it like to work with Sean Connery?
Well, Sean is easily, I think, the biggest star in the world. I miss Sean Connery. And, you know, I've had a chance. Bob De Niro was in that. You know, I've really had a chance to work with the guys that made a difference. But, you know, in that movie, you really had to try to outact the clothes. It was all Armani. It was when Armani was emerging. Yeah. And he did all the clothes for The Untouchables.
Is that true? I didn't realize that. Wow. And, of course, Dances with Wolves, where such tremendous success. Do you remember the Academy Awards and going to the Academy Awards?
Yeah, I remember not doing it exactly right. I mean, when you go to the Academy Awards and you win, then you go to all these different restaurants and it's pictures and it's all that stuff that goes on. I took a restaurant for myself and everybody I made the movie, so I never did the victory lap around town, and people were like, what's with this guy? And I'm thinking, you don't understand something. I'm a public school guy. I had very little idea how you were supposed to do that night. So I went to the restaurant and I opened the restaurant for about, you know, 200 of my friends. And that's where I went. I didn't.
So you didn't go to the Wolfgang Puck with the Academy Award chocolates dinner?
I didn't go to Morton's. I didn't go to any.
What? You didn't go to to the governor's ball?
Governor's ball?
Oh
I went to see my friends.
I love that. I love that.
You know what movie I really love? We in our household, we love McFarlane USA. We love that movie so much. It's got so much heart.
Yeah.
And I guess maybe because our son runs cross country, but we really, you know, he watches it before a big race, like to psych himself up.
You know, movies mark people. They marked me, and I think when they're done right, you know, when movies, they're about things that get said, the way a man looks at a woman, vice versa, what they say to each other, the heroism that sometimes can come out in the movies, and actually the lessons when you're looking at a movie who you don't want to be. I don't want to be that guy. I want to be this guy. But I think when movies are really done at their best, they become about these moments that we never ever forget.
Yeah.
And too often that doesn't happen. But movies have that chance. And I like missed the curtain. I don't know about you, but when I was little, I'd go, the curtain opened.
Yeah.
And when it did, I always thought, there's a chance that something great's going to happen.
Yeah.
And sometimes something did, and sometimes you forgot about the movie, you know, by the time you left. But I missed the curtain. I'm a romantic about our business, that we can make things that alter lives. We can change the way we think. And certainly there's young people out there that it can affect them. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Well, you've created so many incredible characters that have affected us for the rest of our lives. So.
Listen, when we come back, we're going to talk about his latest character in Hidden Figures, more with Kevin Costner. You know, Kevin, I was unfamiliar with this story, but these are real people. Taraji is playing a person who was, you call them computers, but these are people that have this mathematical ability.
They're different than us. They're really
they're different.
gifted.
Yeah, they're gifted. Right, yeah.
They really, I mean, that thing where we're always thinking, how are we going to survive next to somebody? They always ruined the bell graph in school, these smart people.
Yeah.
But yeah, it is an untold story, and movies are capable of doing that. And these three, you know, and I think to myself, in the space program, I think, why wouldn't I realize that African Americans and all kinds of people participate in the success of that endeavor? And this is really, this movie works on a lot of levels, but I think one of the great reminders that if we can finally get our act together and understand that if we have the courage as a society to allow the cream to get to the top, whatever form it comes in, we will change the face of who we are, and we'll come closer to that idea of what we really want. And this movie deals with that.
Listen, Hidden Figures opens in select theaters Christmas Day and nationwide January 6th. Make sure you check out Kevin Costner and Hidden Figures.
Next, it is time for our holiday games.
Brought to you by Hotels.com. Search hundreds of thousands of properties all over the world while taking advantage of their simple rewards program. Get a free night for every 10 you stay with no blackout dates. Hotels.com is the obvious choice. Wednesday on Live, a performance by Trisha Yearwood and Garth Brooks.
Tis the season to be Kelly.
Next Live with Kelly, Sting.
We're going to sting in the holidays with Ring. Wait.
What?
You know, we're getting into the holiday spirit around here and playing Live's holiday games all week. We're going to give our members in the studio audience a chance to win some cold hard cash. We're kicking it off with a snowball toss. Let's meet, I can't say ball without laughing. Let's meet our audience contestant, Peter Newen from Washington, D.C.
How are you?
Now, okay, so you explain the...
So, Peter, come on up right over
Explain the
here.
rules.
Okay. Here's the deal. What you're going to do is you're going to take these snowballs, you're going to try and throw them through the wreath behind you.
Like the Viagra commercial.
Oh, my God.
Just like the Viagra commercial. Now, for every ball you get through, you're going to win $50.
Okay.
With a chance to win up to $500, right?
Okay.
I'm ready.
Here, show them how it's done.
I'm going to show you how it's done.
I'm going to show you how it's
Check
done.
this out. Watch this.
I can face it?
Yeah, right.
Yes.
Watch. Lickety split. I'm going to show you
All right.
right now. Ready?
Look at your arm.
Okay.
Nice.
Okay.
So close.
Okay.
So close.
Okay, now we're going to start a
All right.
timer, and you're going to have 60 seconds to
60
throw as
seconds.
many balls as you
Oh,
can.
it's not cold.
No, it's
Up to
fake snow.
$500. This is real. Focus.
Okay, focus. I'm channeling my Asian Tom
Be
Brady.
the wreath.
I'm being the wreath.
Okay.
All right.
On your
Can I
mark.
grab two?
Yeah, yeah.
All right.
On your mark. Get set. Go.
Oh! Oh, there you go.
Okay, one.
Stop! 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 Stop!
Two.
Stop! Stop!
Okay.
My tornado is going.
Okay.
Turning, it's spinning.
Okay.
Spinning.
You've got 30 seconds. Focus.
Focus.
Real money's at
I
stake.
know! I'm sweating!
Just calm down.
It's moving! Ah!
Go.
There you go!
You got more time. You got more time. You can do it.
Stop!
Go.
Stop moving!
Focus.
There you go! Oh! Oh!
Calm down.
Oh!
So close.
Oh my God.
That's so awesome.
Okay, he gets $450.
100.
Oh my God, real cow.
200, 300,
50,
450.
450. And 50 for me.
Yeah, 50 for you.
$50 for me.
Coming up next, the moment you have all been waiting for, Disney on Ice. Good job. Good job.
Tomorrow on Live, John Mulaney. With the kids.
I like you a lot.
I like you a lot.
Yeah, yeah. Scott Wolf, everybody, thank you for being here.
you for having
We'll
me.
see you tomorrow with Sting.
And comedian John Mulaney.
Have a great day. Bye, everybody.